guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my January favorites. We have so many things to go over this month. We have a lot. I'm back to books. We got makeup, fragrance. We're covering it all, some hair stuff. It's a really well-rounded month this month. So without further ado, let's jump into my January favorites. First, if you guys haven't seen my Sephora Best Skin Ever review, that will be up before this video. I'm currently doing a wear test now, and I am loving it so far. So I don't even know what that video is gonna be. If you are curious about this foundation, go check out my review because we're going to see how this wears on the skin. So that foundation isn't in my favorites yet, but it very well could be after I finish this video. So go check out that review because I am very excited for that foundation. Let's hope that it works out. Starting off with lip products this month, I have a bunch of standout items. Like this was the month of the lips for me. So we have the Burt's Bees Lip Shimmers, which I consider to be kind of a hybrid lip balm and lipstick. I have 4 shades here, and these honestly repaired my lips when I had broken, gross lips from being outside in the cold. Like I get very dry skin, lips, body, everything. We're covering dry skin in this video. And this is one of those things that's really helped me out. Plus, pulled my look together when I do want to wear makeup. I can still have that nourishing benefit from these, but also have some color like a lipstick. So these I really recommend if you've not tried them already. They work wonderfully for my lips, and I actually have a lip balm from Burt's Bees as well that I was using on my daughter because she got that sore lip underneath. If you have kids, you know. Even I could still get it, honestly, when you get the sore skin underneath your lips, if you're licking your lips or whatnot just from the cold. This is the Burt's Bees Rescue Balm with Tumeric. It has cooling eucalyptus in it. And just me applying it the one day to my daughter, she woke up and she told me that her lips weren't feeling sore anymore. She was having trouble even eating just because it was irritating her mouth so much. So I put this on her and it worked miracles for her. So I honestly love this because it works so well for us. I just really enjoy the Burt's Bees lip balm formula, and if you haven't checked it out, I definitely would, especially if you have a cool climate and have any sort of dry skin that really needs therapy. I would recommend the Rescue Balm. If you want some lip color and just need some light therapy, then the lip shimmers are really beautiful. They do have a nice cooling peppermint tingle to them, the lip shimmers, which I personally really like. Those were my #1 mentions because they've just honestly helped me out. And then I have some long wearing lip products in this video. And the first, which I recently repurchased, I actually gave this to my friend a long time ago because she wanted it for my collection. And this is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Matte Lipstick in Child Star. I'm back on board with this. I love this color, and I love the versatility of the color because it can truly transform depending on the lip liner you use with it. Right now I'm using Chestnut from NYX, which was another surprise for me this month because I did a whole video on NYX, which I'm going to be mentioning everything from that video because I'm obsessed with those TikTok viral products. Like, they've been working out so well for me. So if you haven't seen that video too, you can check it out, but save you the time. I love everything. And this is a Too Faced product that I've been honestly loving. I have it on today. And as I said, it's super versatile because it can change up the color depending on the lip liner, which I love to do. Sometimes it looks more brown, more pink, more cool, more neutral. Like I can really play up the tone in this, and I will swatch it just normally for you. This wears forever on my lips. Very, very light. But as I said, with a dark lip liner on me, I can really make this work to my benefit. So highly recommend that product. And then segue into the NYX. I have these products here that I picked up. In addition to Chestnut lip liner, which I'm wearing, but these are the new products from NYX. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, which has officially replaced my Urban Decay Brow Blade, which is insane to say. I do have to still use the micro brow pencil from NYX in addition to this, but it's still worthwhile for me to buy both. The amount of product in this, the color of this, zero warmth to it whatsoever, wearing it in my brows today. Next to my lip products is top find this month. I'm absolutely loving it. And actually, the tip on it is much smaller than the Urban Decay as well, which is another benefit that I discovered after using it a lot more. It just gives the most fine lines to fill in your brows, and if you like to have brow-like hair strokes, this is the best thing to create it. So I'm so happy to find it. It's long wearing, cheaper than Urban Decay. I'm sold. This month was good for me. And then I tested out other viral products from NYX. They're Shine Loud lip colors, which have this dual kind of formula, which was a roller coaster ride for me. So you can check out my video for that, because I hated it until I loved it, because you do have to wear this clear coat on this, but this lasts on your lip. I washed my face, showered, and I still had residue product on my lips the next morning. Like, this will stay on your lips. So if you're looking for something extremely long wearing that will not dry out your lips, check out the NYX Shine Louds. I have Gold Crusher. You can see it in that video applied on my lips, but it's such a beautiful shade. And then I also have been enjoying the NYX, the Marshmallow Primer. This is a smoothing primer, but not a pore filling primer. So I just want to put that out there right now, because when I think smoothing, I equate it to also pore filling, but this doesn't do that for me. So this is a type of primer that smooths out the perimeter of my face, but I have some pretty large pores on my T-zone, so I still need to fill it in with a really good pore filling primer, but I do really enjoy this for all over the face. So I had to give a shout out to this. This does a great job at making my makeup just look better and smoother throughout the day. Grips onto it. Kind of on the pricey side though for a drugstore product. It's $22, so that's the only downside in my opinion, but it's a really great product and I'm so happy I picked it up. And then also the NYX High Glass Illuminating Powder. It's so gorgeous. I'm wearing it more light on my cheeks today, but you can see it in my NYX video where I really built it up. Like, you can get a truly glass-like skin effect from this, and this feels almost like a cream. And I equate this to a Becca highlighter formula that's a little bit more creamy plus thinner, which I personally like even more. This is in the shade Moon Glow. They have two other shades, but it's truly a beautiful formula. Not like I need another highlight, but if you're looking for one, this one I would highly recommend. And on that note, I'm just gonna throw in one that did not work out for me since we're speaking of highlighters. And this is the Anastasia highlighter, the new one, and this is the Iced Out highlighter. I had such high hopes for this formula because the Amrezy is one of my top highlighters of all time, and it has that same sort of firmly packed formula. The design is beautiful, and I was expecting this to be a lighter version of the Amrezy highlighter, but this pulls so dark on my skin. It is very glittery and yellow, like just a very strong yellow highlight. So you can see it right there. It's not flattering on my skin at all. I regret picking this up, and I'm so sad because I was very excited for this formulation to come out, but it's so dark. It's very deceiving, and they said this is universal. So if you like yellow in your deeper skin, maybe you will enjoy this, but if you are my skin tone or lighter, I honestly feel like it's too dark. And it's too yellow gold, which I personally don't like as a highlight color on my skin tone. I do much prefer champagne. So this was very disappointing for me. I regret purchasing that, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case you're curious about picking it up. Maybe you like how that looks. You like that really yellow gold, but I expected it to be a little bit more icy, and it's definitely not. It's definitely deeper than the Amrezy, and it just doesn't play nicely with my skin because it has much more glitter to it. It just does not work for me. This month I also fell in love with magnetic lashes. These are the ones from Kiss in the style Tempt, which I'm wearing on my eyes today. More than normal, I've been having issue with glue for lashes. Felt myself becoming more and more sensitive over time. Even latex-free options, any sort of glue on my lash line, it just gets really irritated. It raises, it gets itchy, red. It's just something that I've stopped wearing is strip lashes. I'm gonna try again in the future, just give myself some time. I'm hoping I haven't developed a severe allergy to lash glue, but in the meantime I'm still able to wear lashes with the magnetic liner because this doesn't irritate my lash line at all, which is a nice option for someone like me who is quite sensitive. And speaking of sensitivity, another product that didn't work out for me this month, unfortunately, was the new Fenty foundation powder, and I've actually already returned that. I should have looked at the ingredients before putting that on my skin because it has kaolin, which is a clay It's kind of high up there on the ingredients list. A lot of people, even with sensitive skin, are fine with kaolin because it is the more gentle of the clays. But for me, I react to clay so bad. So wearing that throughout the day, I was wondering why my skin was literally rejecting it. And I thought I just didn't like the foundation formula until I realized at the end of the night when I washed my face was so red. And that was just a mistake on my part. So that didn't work out for me. That's getting so many great reviews from other people, but for someone who's sensitive to kaolin, that was my bad and I should not have picked it up. So that is why that is a no for me this month. And those were the only two products that didn't work out for me. And then these ones are ones that I absolutely have been loving. Laura Mercier sent over a couple products. I haven't tried the tinted moisturizer in quite some time and forgot how much I really love this. And then I've never tried the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. And I'm wearing that today. It's very natural and hydrating underneath my eyes, and I really love this. I never picked it up when it initially came out, but honestly, I'm obsessed with this concealer. It's so good. I have it in the shade 2W, so it is on the warmer side. It does some brightening underneath my eyes, but it has like a nice medium coverage, I would say. It's not quite full. I can still see my age spot and stuff underneath my eyes when I use this. So it's not full on full coverage. If I wanted to cover it up, I'd use Tarte, but this has been working out really nicely for me. And I'm very happy to have it in my collection. It's honestly becoming one of my favorite concealers. And then this is new from Too Faced. They sent over these mini palettes, which I've been meaning to use in a trying new makeup, which I plan on trying to film this weekend, but I've had so many other video ideas that I've been wanting to do. These palettes I do want to use in a trying new makeup, and I was planning on using a different one that I don't normally gravitate towards, because this is like basic Cheryl. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. It's the Kitty Likes to Scratch palette, and it's just the warm tone palette, which is super basic, I know, but honestly, I've been loving the formula of this, and it's a nice just little palette that I reach for on the daily. It's been working out great. Blendability is nice and it has some pretty shades in there, so that is why I have been enjoying that. And then I also started getting back into my Huda Beauty tan tour, and this is in Fair. I do want to pick up light someday, but I'm on a Project Pan, which you guys will be so happy about. I've been using up things left, right, and center. My Project Pan update, you guys are going to be impressed because I've been going through my collection and using up products that I need to use up. So I'm very excited to do that update when I do it. But I have been reaching for this, which was kind of the next product next to my Fenty cream that I wanted to use up, because creams do go bad quicker than powders. You have a little bit more play with powders, so I do focus on creams. And this is just such a beautiful formula. It blends out so nicely. You don't need a lot of product. It really sculpts the face, and I like the whole bronzer contour like combination because I never do both. I kind of always do like a bronzer or tantour, as this is called. So I've been really loving that. Again, for fragrance, there's no other way to put it, but I am so blown away by the Okja fragrances. They sent me these in the last month's PR, and I've been using these daily. These are so good, and they're fragrances that are inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540 are so spot on that I will only ever buy these. Like, these are so good. I have been obsessed with Sweven and Orphic, which are the Baccarat Rouge ones. I've actually over time started to like the Baccarat Rouge, the extrait, more than the original. So that's kind of where I'm leaning. I love both those, and these ones are their impressions of from Okja. So if you like those and you're looking for affordable spray-on scents, they're the same company that does oil perfumery, but these are now in a spray form. So the oil perfumery ones are great for just spot perfume or for traveling, put them in your purse. These are great for an all-over spray, and they last all day. Like, literally when I'm washing my clothes throughout the week, I can still smell it on my clothes. Like, that is how potent these are. These are all the extraits, so they have a higher concentration. I think it's like 30% or something like that. So they are potent. You guys, these are like a 1 or 2 max spray for me, and I have been loving these. I also have Sinful and Sweet Addict. Sinful is supposed to be like Tom Ford Lost Cherry, which You guys know I'm obsessed with cherry, so that one I have been absolutely loving. And Sweet Addict is supposed to be like Love by Killian. I don't think it smells exactly like that one, but it is a beautiful fragrance, and I'm loving the Sinful, which is like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. So if you're looking for really affordable impressions of designer fragrances, Okja is where it's at. They ship out of Canada and New York, I believe, so you're not gonna get duties if you're in Canada. So I've absolutely been loving them and highly, highly recommend. Then Stephanie Babs Beauty and I were discussing over text. I was going on Bath & Body Works and I was looking for some new scents, and I saw that In the Stars was supposed to be a dupe for Baccarat Rouge. Now that I found Okja, this is rendered meaningless to me, but I still wanted to give it a little mention in case you wanted to kind of smell the family of what it would smell like. Like the Baccarat Rouge family. I feel like In the Stars is. It's not an exact dupe, in my opinion. It has that sort of vibe to it. So if you like that, you're gonna love this. This is the Eau de Parfum, which looks like this. I bought it and I'm not honestly even reaching for it because of the Okja ones that I've discovered. These all came at the same time. I should honestly do a Baccarat Rouge dupe video because I have like all of them. And if you're curious about that perfume, I actually personally like the Fragrance Mist more for In the Stars, which has that Baccarat Rouge vibe, and I think this is perfect for after the shower for me. So I do like mist like this, like the Sol de Janeiro, or this for after the shower. I do like spraying something on me, but I don't like spraying a strong perfume. I just like something light. So this has been working out really nicely for like an after shower scent if you're like me and just have to bathe in fragrance all the time. And then I didn't even open this yet. I'll probably gift it. But they had this cute little set on sale. Has a body cream, a mini fragrance little set, and hand sanitizer in the Stars smell. And then Stephanie bought like 15 of these. We love these. So, and then I got the In the Stars Wallflowers. So these are nice for just in my beauty room or in my house. These are very potent. These are one of the wallflowers that smell up a very large area, and this has that Baccarat Rouge vibe to it. You get whiffs of it. It's not identical, but it's definitely in the same family, so if you like that and want your house to smell like it, In the Stars Wallflower from Bath & Body Works, you're welcome. And then candles. I purchased some of the Forever Mood candles. When I tell you, these are the strongest hot and cold throw candles I have ever smelt in my life. These are so strong. Like, this isn't your bathroom candle, like little powder room, put that in. No, this is a candle that's gonna fill up your entire house. I can smell this with the lid on. I could smell these candles in the cardboard box inside of a box when it came to my door. Like, these are so potent. Me taking off the lid of this candle, the cold throw will smell my entire room. When I light this candle, it smells my entire house. That is how strong these candles are, and I am so impressed. I am going to be purchasing more of the Forever Mood. These are Jackie Ina's candles, and they are so good. So if you're curious about them, highly recommend. For the set of 4, it was, I think, a $30 duty, which honestly isn't that bad, but you're still gonna get hit with duties. They come packaged beautifully, and they are insane. Like, these are gonna last me forever. Like, literally, you don't even have to light it that long because your house is just going to smell forever with these. If you're into candles and want something that's truly going to smell your house, has a very strong throw on it, check out Forever Mood. And then I've been getting flare-ups of eczema lately on my chest. And I picked up this Aveeno Active Naturals Eczema Care Itch Relief Balm, soothing colloidal oatmeal and ceramides in it. And this, when I get a flare-up, I put this on at night. It calms it down, but in the morning, I'm not red. Like, this works overnight for me. So I don't have a very severe case. I would consider mine fairly mild. It's just mainly on my chest I get flare-ups. You can see it in some of my videos, but this truly works for me. It's very thick. It kind of leaves a waxy sort of coating on your body too. You can't barely even tell, but it's thick. You can see my hand marks in there, but if I ever have a flare-up, this is what I reach for, and I'm so happy to have this in the winter. If you have severely dry skin too, like, I would check this out because it truly has worked for me. And then for my hair, I have some products and then a tool. And I picked this Revlon blow dryer up. I have the other one that's bigger, and then this was getting popular on TikTok, which makes me buy a lot of things. So this is really good for getting at your roots and styling your hair. It has a smaller barrel, obviously, than the other Revlon one. And it comes with a couple attachments I haven't even bothered to use yet. A smaller brush and then a more concentrated nozzle for blow drying. I just used the big one and it really gets at your roots. You can flick out your ends. It gives you a really nice blowout. So I have been really enjoying this. I used it today. I didn't put any product in my hair though, but it does give a really nice blowout. I don't use this on my hair when it's sopping wet. I do only use this when it's mostly dry because I feel like it really does a better job at giving me the style and the blowout that I want. So that's kind of how I use this, but I highly recommend it if you're into getting at your roots, more volume, flipping at your ends, giving yourself a blowout. This has been a really great option for me. And then a couple months ago now, I think it's been, I purchased a bunch of Kristen S products from well.ca, which is where you can get them in Canada. Kristen S is available at Target if you're in the US, but in Canada, I think the only place you can actually get her products is at well.ca. So that's where I picked up mine, and I'm still looking for a few other of her products because they've been sold out for a while. But I picked up a bunch to try out. I haven't tried them all, but I wanted to give an update on the products that I have tried. And all the ones I've tried, I've loved. I'm loving Kristen S. I love her packaging, how simple it is, but also the formulas. She's a hairstylist and she's just amazing at what she does. My favorite product right now is the Style Assist Blow Dry Mist. And this is for all hair types, ultra lightweight, split end smoothing, shine enhancing, and cuts drying time. So this is what I put in my hair when I'm just regularly blow drying my hair. And it does a great job at doing all those things. And I used to use the Kenra Platinum Blow Dry Mist, and this is a lot lighter. So I find this gives a little less shine than the Kenra one, but the Kenra does have buildup after time in my hair. And this one is definitely much lighter. So if you have that similar issue and your hair is a little bit thinner, I have thin hair, but a lot of it, I don't need something so nourishing for my hair. So this has been a really great option for me because it is a lighter formula, but very similar to that Kenra one. So if you like that but felt it was a little bit too heavy for your hair, I would definitely check out the Kristen S Blow Dry Mist because it is a lighter option. And then I also have been enjoying her hairspray. So I have the Ultra Fine Workable Hairspray and then her Refine Signature Finishing Hairspray. So I've probably leaned more towards the Workable Hairspray, honestly. It says it has a brushable texture, heat protecting, style shaping, light and layerable for all hair types. And then the finishing hairspray is for all hair types, multitasking, brushable finish, style setting, medium hold. So this one I kind of use when I do curls in my hair, and this is more my everyday hairspray. I don't have anything in my hair right now, but when I do reach for hairspray, I've been using this and also trying to use up something for my project pan. So had to mention the Kristen S products that I have been trying. And if you've tried any more of her products, I'd love to know. I really want to get a hold of her dry conditioner, but it's always out of stock. So that's the number one thing I want to try next. But that is everything for, oh no, it's not everything. I have books this month. Thank goodness. I was trying to get through this awful book at the end of 2020. Like, way to end my year with this awful book. It really put a damper on the amount of books I wanted to read last year. But to start off 2021, I've been reading some amazing books. The first one I read was Someone We Know. This was a 4-star read for me, not a 5, but it was definitely one that I would read again and I thoroughly enjoyed. And then my number one book that I absolutely love, 5-star read. It was so good, such a good thriller. It was Jar of Hearts. I don't have the books on me because I had to return them to the library. I'm not a person who reads like on a device or phone. I like a physical book. Both these books are by Canadian authors, in case you're curious. Jar of Hearts didn't take me long to read at all. I was honestly so captivated in the storyline and it just grabbed my attention right from the beginning. I don't like to give too much of a plot or summary of the book. I feel like I just want to tell the whole story, so I kind of just stopped myself from going into it too much. But if you're looking for 2 good books, I definitely recommend checking out those 2. They just captivated my interest. Again, I like mystery thrillers, so if you're looking for a good one of those, check those out. Jar of Hearts, though, ultimate, 5-star. I would buy that book. I would have it at home and read it 100 times. It was that good. So that is officially everything for my January favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just looking around to make sure that was everything because I had so much to share with you this month. Kind of happens when I don't think I did a December favorites. I did my year end. It kind of happens when I get into January. January is usually like, bam, we got a lot going on. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting the red button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.